Just a quick, short video today. At least I'm saying that it's going to be like that. We'll see what actually happens. But we received more snow today. I hope everyone else across Utah has received snow. It's really awesome because we need it so much. So keep praying and stuff that it's going to continue to snow, that it snow. Yeah. Talking about pillows, my mom and I went shopping yesterday and found this at Walmart because they have like all their Christmas and holiday stuff half off right now. And it's so cute with the little Jersey cow and the tree and the barn, and it's so cute. Anyway, it was fun to see all these cute decorations for 50% off. I didn't get very much, just a couple of things. But the sad part was that I have to wait a whole year to actually use them. I actually have this one, like cookie tin thing. I'm sure you can put cookies in it, but they're shaped. So you could do like cookies or, well, chocolate would probably be kind of hard. You need softer molds. Anyway, I'll figure it out. But it's really cute and I might use it even when it's not Christmas or winter because it's cute, and why not use it more often? I just came in from outside, so I'm like, my cheeks, my chin, and my nose are super red. It was a little chilly. David was working. I brought the goats to our house, and I didn't get any good pictures or videos of it, and I should have because it was so cute. I just get so focused on doing something, I forget to document it. And on our trailer, and I'll put up some pictures, but it's dark and so they're not super bright or easy to see. But I put their straw bales, so David put straw bales around their shelter to kind of insulate it from wind and snow and just help with heat and stuff. Brought to you by Kit Kat. Not Kit Kat, it's Kitty Cat. Yeah, so the straw bales that we've been using for their insulation stuff, I put it on our trailer and kind of made a little horseshoe U shape, and then I strung some chain that we use to time. It's a really light chain. I put that across and then clipped them in the middle of this horseshoe onto this chain so they couldn't jump or move to the side, so they were pretty stable. And then brought them here with the van, and then stuck them in the backyard with Moxie, and there's already like a little kennel there with kind of like a little dog house and stuff, and so I stacked up straw bales to block any wind and snow, and then spread a bale on the ground in a dog house for bedding and stuff. And then we'll probably put more, because we have a few more straw bales, put them here and there to kind of help just make it as a nice area as possible for them. And so at night they'll go in this kennel place, and then during the day we'll let them out into the yard and put them in the kennel for a couple of reasons. One, it'll kind of help protect. Moxie just wants to play with them all the time, and when they try to tell her to stop, she thinks it's fun. It's like a child when you tell them no and then they laugh at your face and you're just like, ugh. And so I put them in there to kind of make sure Moxie doesn't bug them, and then also to make sure if there are any, because the kennel, the fence around this it's not a big kennel, but it's not like tiny, so it's a good size for goats to be in for the night, or if we need to leave them in there for a little while. But anyway, the fencing is pretty tall, so if there's any dogs that get loose that are gonna hurt the goats during the night, hopefully that will be enough to stop them and protect the goats. And because during the day we won't be here all the time, but I'm hoping it's just less likely during the day. But anyway, so kennel during the day, out in the yard, in the backyard at night, and we're kind of hoping that they'll just eat they love the dead leaves. They'll eat the dead stuff, and then they'll keep the lawn trimmed, and then we'll give them different food as well, and And so yeah, and then in the summer we're hoping that we're hoping that we have a big enough yard that it will keep them busy to rotate them around, kind of like the cows, and eat the grass in the yard down, so we don't have to use a lawnmower. And then they'll also fertilize at the same time. So cool stuff. So anyway, my cheeks, I'm still a little cold. I'm wearing my cozy stuff right now, because I just got their straw thing. What are you doing? Got their straw thing set up, and then I took them on a walk. And we used to take them on walks quite a bit. I don't know what happened this year. We got them this year. I don't know what happened the last few months. We just haven't spent as much time with them. And so I used the dog leashes that we had, and I put one leash on Seamus, and then I connected Finn to Seamus with another leash, and that actually worked really well, because trying to walk them with a leash in each hand was, I don't know, it was just so hard. They kept like moving around and was getting tangled up. But the minute I connected Finn to Seamus, they just lined up and followed me and really didn't have any problems after that. So took them on a little walk around the block, and had some weirdo bat at us from a truck window as they drove by. It was weird. People are weird. Like, that's another subject for another time. But and another truck, I'm sure they thought they were having a good time. It kind of scared me a little bit. They came around a corner and they like slid, but they were going fast enough, like they did it on purpose. But I was maybe 50 yards or so in front of them. And so like I wasn't right there, but it was close enough that it did make me a little nervous. When we were walking in the road, which maybe wasn't the smartest idea, but the snow was just so deep, it was just harder for the goats to walk in the snow. And so walking on the road was easier, and there really wasn't anyone out. And this truck just, anyway. But they were fine. Goats followed me off the side of the road. We just waited on the side until the truck went by. And you're having a good time. Yeah. So, anyway, I hope it'll be fun to have the goats here. And Moxie can play with them. I don't mind her playing with them. I just don't like it when she goes too far. Same with the cat. That her and Kit Kat will play, but sometimes Moxie will push it, and she just doesn't understand that when Kit Kat says she's done, that it means she's done, not play harder. And so we have to monitor that as well. And it's a good idea to always do that, to never leave children alone with animals, to not leave certain animals alone with each other. I mean, there's exceptions to every rule, but I just know Moxie is the type of dog that she does need to be monitored, not because she'll ever do anything mean, but because she can be kind of a bully when she plays. And so I just want to make sure that everyone has a good time with each other. And her and Kit Kat have just really grown together quite a bit over the last few days, and so that's been nice. So anyway, that's it. I put out that video about the vaccinations, and we also did a newsletter on the vaccinations. We've had some great feedback with that. Thank you for everyone who's responded to us. We really appreciate that. It's nice to work through this together, and we're still going through that, so we'll let you know for sure. We're definitely leaning towards not vaccinating, because it's just not something we really need to worry about because of our farm situation. But if we ever do change that, we'll let you know, but I hope we never do. But I learned, if anyone saw Fievel Goes West, that song, Never Say Never. And so I want to say that we'll never vaccinate, but you can't ever say that. There might be a law someday that comes out and says that we have to vaccinate. And if we ever took our cows on the mountain, or ever sold across state lines, we would need to do a couple things. We'd have to brand them, and we would have to vaccinate. But because we don't do either of that, we don't have to brand, and we don't have to vaccinate. And so that is really nice, because we do need to tag them. It's not my favorite, but it does help us identify them. And It helps us make sure things go smoothly at the butcher to help with identification. But it's not my favorite because even though sometimes the cows don't really react when we tag them, some do, and I just don't like causing them any extra pain or stress than we have to. And but there's some things we just can't avoid, and so tagging to me is the better option than branding. Not anything against anyone who brands. It's probably honestly no more painful than tagging, and castration, but I don't know. So, okay, that was my short video. I hope you have a great night. I'm really excited for tomorrow. The recipe we're doing tomorrow is one of my favorite recipes that I learned 2 years ago at the Farm and Food Conference in Cedar City, which that is coming up next month. And it is amazing. This Farm and Food Conference is not sponsored. It's held by the Red Acre Center, is the one that puts it together and stuff. And they are amazing. Sarah and Cimbria are just a level beyond human. They would never admit that, but they are really incredible. How much they do for the holistic farming community and just the education and stuff is amazing. And so if anyone is interested in that, I believe it's January 13th through the 15th. And I don't remember how much tickets are, but there is food, and people come and speak, and the people there are amazing, and the presentations are awesome. It is really, really incredible. And so they usually go over things like biodynamics and the grazing that we kind of do, rotational grazing. I can't think of the other thing. I can't remember. It did gardening, just a lot of different things, but it's all centered on a holistic to better the earth, to be more in tune with nature, and to better our health. And anyway, it is super incredible. So if anyone is interested, probably not today, but I will put some information in the description in a future video. So just keep that feather in your cap and think about it, because that'd be really cool to see you there. And that'd be cool. It's just cool to go and learn and commune with those type of people. So anyway, hope you have a great day. Stay safe in this weather. Make sure to drive carefully, because drive carefully, because you never know what's underneath that snow or when something might be icier than it usually is. So be safe. Have a wonderful night. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow for Recipe Wednesday. Okay, bye. Don't have to brand. I'm gonna be washing my mouth after this.